Welcome to Sadie's Diary, where I talk about living and thriving and everything in between that. In today's video, quickly, I'm just going to be listing out some places you can get things at a reduced price. So if you're on a budget and you need certain items and you can't afford, buying them from like the buying them from the big brands, there are some stores that could carry these things for less prices. But for any of the stores I'm going to mention today, you have to really check through the inventory. When you visit these stores, you have to check through what they carry and be sure there is no defect before buying them, right? So the first on my list is outlet stores. Almost every city has like an outlet store. Every big city, right, has like an outlet store, and almost every big brands rather have outlet stores. And outlet stores are also located in almost every city. Outlet stores carry the same product because it is the same brand, right? So let me look for an example. So let me use an example, the children's clothing brand Kata. So let's say Kata's outlet store would have Kata's products, right, clothing products, but it will be at a reduced price. I think the idea of outlet stores is when like there's a seasonal change or when there is a change of stock, they take what they don't want anymore in their major stores to their outlet stores and they sell at the outlet stores at reduced prices. Somewhere else you can get things at a reduced price is in liquidation stores. But for liquidation stores, I would say that you have to check through to be sure there's no defects in the items and like they're in good shape, right, before you buy the things. Liquidation stores, I know if you're in Ontario or in Canada, I know there's treasure hunt. You could just Google like liquidation stores around me. And liquidation stores, most big brands as well that don't have outlet stores, when they want to change their inventory or when customers return to them, they move their stock, like the returned items, or changing of changing of inventory due to seasonal change and things like that. They move items to the liquidation store. So you can find like something in like Walmart, for instance, for let's say $30. In a liquidation store, that same item can be like $20. But please remember to check, right, and be sure there's no defects before making a purchase. But I know in some cases you can do returns and exchanges, but in some cases you cannot, so you have to be careful of that. The third type of store that I quickly mentioned are thrift stores. If this is something that appeals to you, I know there's some people that don't like thrift stores, then that's fine. If this is something that appeals to you, we have like Restore, Habitat Restore, different forms of Restore. We have Value Village, that's if you're in Canada. We have Salvation Army, we have YWCA, and the truth is that in some of these thrift stores you find you find new items, right, if you check through. So as I've said before, if you're not on a budget, or even if you're on a budget and you can afford the big brands, sure, this video is for those that you're on a budget, you can't afford the big brands. Let's say you're a student and you're just trying to make ends meet, or whatever the case might be. Actually, you can actually check thrift stores. Sometimes you get really good deals, even with furniture and on things like that. So if you're on a budget, or if you can't afford what you want yet and you just want to start small, these are stores I think you can suggest. If you know more stores, please list them down below for everyone to see and everyone to try. Thank you, and remember to like this video, remember to share, remember to subscribe, and I'll be waiting for your comments. Have a good week. Bye.